line, coming off of the quarantine scene, and they're coming back in with the Diddy Kong. They used to play Palutena, but they switched from one top tier to another, and we are going to be having another top tier in Wario go against them.
Yeah, Marcus, they play a couple different characters, namely, as of recently, has been the Diddy Kong and the Game & Watch as a primary duo. BeatyBean, of course, will forever and eternally be on this Wario for better or for worse, as it starts off strong, but what always comes back to Marcus and his history with the game is they're never flustered in the face of adversity, and they're looking for these stocks when they have the chance. Having played through multiple Smash games and been on multiple different seasons of PR, they know how to handle an aggressive play style. Oh, Lord,
yeah, and this is a battle of the old guard meets the new, but
Oh,
I have never seen anyone use bike like BeatyBean does. They're using the upwards variant of the wheel to take stocks and anti-air Craig Gonzalez. That's ridiculous, man. Marcus needs to really find a way to deal with that. Plus, he's eating the banana peels too. That's a lot of potassium for one man to handle.
And Wario won't let it go to waste, that's for sure. Shortening the timer on that watch, even if it's just by a little bit, a couple seconds can mean a world of difference as the item play comes out for BeatyBean as they get a chance to potentially take the stock on ledge. The pivot down tilt to read the roll and almost close it out with the dash attack. They're going to be a little overzealous and going low with that dare. But BeatyBean is out here playing their heart out and are looking first and foremost to try and fight their way and fight their chance to face Zamba in Losers Finals. But
BeatyBean is in a classic character, or excuse me, a class of players that I absolutely adore watching.
Yeah, there's BeatyBean and then there's BeatyBean. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
there's the character and there's the player, and these are different entities. And right now the player has shown up with that raw back air extended on the bike, and this game might just be over.
You know what this means, baby? Oh! Okay, so Marcus read the patch notes.
True. Reading comprehension 1.
Yeah. Despite the fact that he was in pseudo-retirement, he comes back and he's like, okay, I know that doesn't work anymore now. I can air dodge out of that.
Oh, but the playing with the banana was so good, but he missed the confirm afterwards, looking for a down tilt that whiffed. Extremely unfortunate, yet here comes... I mean, you mentioned before, the bike technician that is BeatyBean is so unbelievably strong, whether they have the bike or if they don't. The B-reverse bike list is... The movement is definitely exemplary, though, Marcus, you cannot sleep on this Diddy Kong. Just get a little bit of control and they can take it a very long way. But the item play from BeatyBean is a little hot to handle, just like Down Smash.
That looks convincing, Uvo. I mean, I know Marcus was able to get BeatyBean down to last stock, but like, okay, the creativity that just naturally oozes out of BeatyBean is ridiculously fun to watch, because not only is he using the bike in creative ways, he's also using the bike laying down as an item creatively as well. He is throwing it on top of Marcus's bananas so that so that Marcus can't pick them up.
Any way you can shut down such an imperative tool like the banana peel it's second to none. It's part of it is half of the Diddy Kong matchup. Do you have a plan for what is potentially the best item in the game, period?
Right.
You could argue between that and Gyro, but they both warp matchups. And BeatyBean is not letting it warp this one.
BeatyBean doesn't just have one solution to it. He has several. He's got the bike he can throw down. He can eat it. He can pick it up himself. I mean, BeatyBean, I don't know where he learned the matchup from, but it might have very well been in the jungle, because he knows all these monkey's tricks before they come out.
And he puts himself through quite a number of these brackets. BeatyBean all about the quantity. How many tournaments can he go to? While Marcus is on the flip side of that. They don't go to many of these tournaments, instead relying on their long history and experience with these root fundamentals. And Diddy Kong rewards that for sure as they close out the stock with a banana confirm. But are they able to maintain it with a back air like that? Good GI as they... Okay. Okay, falling into the blast zone just a little bit too suspiciously as they react in the player camp, but don't let it last a little too long as they roll right back into the second stock.
Right, and during the start of the second match, I've been seeing a lot more nairs to cover BeatyBean whenever they're on the bike, and that's been netting Marcus a lot of different opportunities to not only stop the bike, but also get some follow-ups afterwards. And BeatyBean, isn't really changing things up too much. They're still getting their hits, their nickel and dime damage where they can, but I think if Marcus is able to develop that idea, they might be able to stop the bike as a whole.
Bike getting thrown into position, a little bit of an overshoot, so unable to use Waft as BeatyBean waits until you come into his loving mouth, but nothing showing from it. 101 to 80 now as, man, this ledge trapping game, which is so imperative for Diddy Kong to limit the ability of opponents to play around Banana, it's been null and void because of a combination of excellent bike play and Wario's innate air speed and air acceleration, proving difficult for Marcus to pin down.
Right, and that acceleration is also aided by the fact that BeatyBean is so good at using those B-reverse side Bs whenever the bike is out to get a little bit of aerial drift and be more ambiguous with his movement. And look at that, he's going to use his Nair to trade with the up smash, and now these Nairs are coming out. He has full Waft here, Ubel, so he needs to be incredibly smart about landing that thing, but he's going to fall into the hands of that up air, the monkey clutch, as it's referred to sometimes, and it is going to be an even stock game in last stock.
Hoo-ha, shades of some Smash 4 era Diddy Kong, which never again. But we will see if this Waft needs to get used at all. You're outside of most most long Waft confirms. We'll get to see if they're able to if BeatyBean will look for just something like a down tilt dash attack to close out this game, or if they will pull the trigger on this Waft, especially after Banana Toss. But nothing doing, just keeping it simple, keeping it on the ground. I really like that play from BeatyBean, closing down what... No way.
Oh!
No way. BeatyBean.
Wow!
You got beamed, bro. Oh.
He's having a chuckle about it. Okay, I respect that. He used the super armor of the startup of Waft to get through that dash attack. Look.
What?
No, he actually just used the startup of it. I don't even think that move has super armor, but BeatyBean just did it because he recognized that Marcus was coming in.
That's such a gutsy call out. Like, I mean,
look,
I say gutsy call out, but it's shades of raw DP, but in a way that is properly conditioned. You expect BeatyBean to back off or to jump away when jump away when the poke on the, how do I put this? He's poking with down tilt, and since the second down tilt whiff, you're expecting him to jump away or to retreat to avoid a whiff punish.